excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Cross the glass. Cross the glass.
Five.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Right there. 56. Hey.
On second down, here's Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Motion. Hey, orbit. X3. 218. Chopper. Go.
Back to throw. Eason. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 41 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off play action. Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 41, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On play action, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Easy. 36. Easy.
Breeze now on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw from his end zone, Eason. The open man is Westbrook. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 2-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'm going back to you. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
56 to Mike, boys.
Pilot, let's go.
To throw from his end zone, Eason. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Not today. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He'll have it first down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
No.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, kill. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Again has it complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
95, 56. Kill. Hey, team 6.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Miles Jack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Set 18 Gator.
Guys, it's game situation.
Ready?
Fournette, a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Record.
You draw Corker.
Watch out. Out.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
56 is the mark.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Saints.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
48 for Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, Delta.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
5'9".
Give me something.
Tonight.
From the 41, Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Get over.
Hey, watch it.
12.
There's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Murray. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tighten up.
Kill. 11. Topper. Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 27-yard attempt.
no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Breeze on third down. And he finds Cook. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Here we go.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up. Fourth.
A loss of 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Ready.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Slam. We're 21. Pilot, 64, good. We're good. I'm full, ready. Hey, wahoo.
You ain't doing nothing today.
20 tonight.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Kill. 0-2. Hey, Alpha.
Play action. Breeze. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready. 5-9.
Check 48 to Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
11.
48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Go on, D.
48. Exit.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession. Of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
Greystone travel.
56 to Mike. 56 is
now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Easy, opposite. Hey, easy.
Check.
Hey, kill.
Bree's going to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play. Brees finding Thomas. 44 yards. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brees. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Well, this is caught by Ginn. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephants?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Eason, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Eason. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, Eason. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 82 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Set 90 Wolf. 56. I'm coming. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. He's tired of music. He's tired of us.
To throw again, Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They go with Murray again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Murray. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got three. 3 down.
A run. It's Murray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Watch a slant.
First down, Saints.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert to